Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this lecture of Oracle Database Administration. Today, we are going to start a new concept. Before which, I just wanted to make sure that we have completed till undo table space management, right? We have completed till undo table space management. So, what did we learn? We'll just quickly recap the entire table space management. Just for 5 minutes, we'll quickly recap the entire table space management. Then we'll go to the next concept. Okay. Coming to the table space management, first of all, what is the table space? A table space is nothing but collection of data files. Yes, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Trishul.
Yeah. So what is a data file? It's a collection of
Segments.
segments. Yeah. What is segment? Segment is a collection of
Collection of
Extents.
extents. Okay. Extents is a collection of
Blocks.
block size will be decided by a DBA.
DBA.
Yeah, with the parameter called DB underscore block underscore size.
Size.
Right. Very good. Okay. So yeah. So after that, we have different types of table spaces, right? Permanent. I mean, based on the segment, permanent segment, undo segment, and temporary segment. The segment that belongs to permanent table spaces are called permanent segment. The segment that belongs to undo table space is called undo segment. The segment that belongs to temporary table space is called temporary segment. That's why we have divided the course into table space management, undo table space management, and temporary table space management. Okay. So, and people, what is a table space? A table space is nothing but a data file. A table space is nothing but a collection of data file. Minimum one data file will be there with a common size. So what is the maximum size of one data file? Can be extended till 32 GB with the auto extend on option. Okay, and whenever there is any table space issue, we will get alerts. Based on the alerts, we have to immediately proactively add one more data file to the table space. Okay. So what happens when any one of the, for example, this table space user 01.dbf is completely full, means 32 GB is the maximum size that user 01.dbf can grow. Okay. Then, for example, if this is 32 GB is completely full, then we will get an alert. Then what we will do as a DBA?
We'll add one more data file.
One more data file. What is the name? That will be
user
02.dbf with auto extend on option. Again, we will use auto extend on so that this can also be grow till 32 GB. Understood? But here this is very okay. Now I want to tell you, I want to add one more point here, but this is very early stage of learning. So you don't have to learn that, but interested people can reach me out. I'll explain you at the end of the course is completed. What I did, I'm telling you. What I did, I'll tell you. For example, there's a table space called users having user 01.dbf. It can grow up to, for example, users, the data is going into this table space. For example, let's take this one. ABC user is there. ABC user is there. So I have given ABC data table space to ABC user. So ABC user is using ABC data 01.dbf to store the data. The maximum size that ABC data 01.dbf, this data file can grow is 32 GB. Okay. So when it is reached 80%, means exactly 30 GB or 28 GB or 29 GB full, it is full. Then what I will get? I will get an alert. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then what we have to do when we get when this is 80% or 90% full, what we have to do?
We need to add one more data file.
What is the data file?
ABC data 02.dbf.
Exactly, 02.dbf with auto extend on option. Yes or no?
Yes.
So who will do that data file addition? Who will do that?
DBA only.
What I did is, for example, in our environment, for example, we have some thousands of databases, not one database. I have some thousands of databases. So all the thousands of databases, there will be some thousands of users. In all the thousands of users will be using all the table spaces in the respective databases. So what happens? There will be some thousands of alerts coming to me. Yes or no? In that scenario or in that situation, if there are many databases in your organization, if there are many databases in your company, there will be a lot of data files. So for every 20 minutes or 30 minutes, one data file will be completely getting filled in one or the other databases. Not only one database, there are thousands of databases. So there is a chance that for every 20 minutes you can get one alert that this table space is full. Or so and so database. This table is full in so and so database. This table space is full in so and so database. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
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 If it's a big environment, if the environment is big, for example, say ICICI Bank database. ICICI Bank is a very big one, right? So it's a big environment. So in that sort of environments, what you do for every 20 minutes, you can't check your emails and go which table space it is full, which database I have to log in. So you have to log into the server like this. You have to open the server. You have to open dot space ORINV, connect to the database, then check which table space. Then you have to add the data. How much time it will take? Minimum 5 minutes to connect to one database and add one data file.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So what I did is automation. I have did automation. What I did is, for example, ABC data is 01.dbf is 80% full. I'll get a alert. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I have written a script. In such a way. This is called automation. I have written a script in such a way. Listen carefully. Whichever database it is, 80% or 85% or 90% of the threshold is reached. When you throw me an alert, you automatically add one more data file. Automatically. I don't have to come and add. Automatically, I said Oracle, hey Oracle, you only add one more data file. Actually, DBS will do that. In lot of the companies, again, I'm talking. Listen very carefully. In lot of companies, this is not automated. For automation, shell script is required. People who know shell script only can do it. But it's very, very, very early stage to learn. You don't have to worry. But just giving you information. What I'm giving, just giving you an information that this can be automated. But listen very carefully. In lot of companies, still it is not automated. Only DBS are manually logging to the database and doing it. So you don't have to worry about automation. Understood everyone what I'm talking?
Yes,
Yes,
Krishan.
Krishan.
If it is making sense, that's okay. If it is making common sense, that is also okay. But if it is making nonsense, please remove from your brain. I'm giving you information, that's it. Okay. If it is making sense or common sense, that's okay. If it is nonsense, just remove the automation from your brain. Yeah. Who is that? Asking something? Someone is asking? Okay, fine. So that's about the table space. Yeah, as I said, table space is a collection of data files. Data files is a collection of segments. Segment is a collection of extents. Extents is a collection of blocks. Wonderful. And what else? Yeah. Whenever it reaches 80% threshold, user approaches DBA through ticket or email, then it is 100% full. If it is 80%, we'll get a warning email. 95% will get a critical email. In these two scenarios only, we have to proactively add one more data file. Don't make it 100%. If it is 100%, then user will approach you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now talking about the table spaces. How many table spaces are there? Default. By default, how many table spaces are there? 5. What are they? System, sysocs, undo, temp, users. Right. So which table space is for what purpose? That is important. System table space is for storing the metadata. Means all the table structural information is stored in the system table space. Okay. Table structural information is stored in the system table space. Okay. And in sysocs table space, in sysocs, what will be stored in sysocs?
Snapshot.
Screenshots.
Yeah, snapshots taken by M1 for every 1 hour. Okay, that is used for AWR reports. And users table space, all the data, users data will be stored in the users table space. When it will be stored? If we don't assign any dedicated table space, then users will use user table space. Understand this point, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
For example, if we are assigning a dedicated table space, the data will be going to dedicated table space only. It will not use users. If we don't assign a dedicated table space, it will go to users. None. And what about undo table space? I told you yesterday, I gave you a session of undo table space. How many people watched and how many people completed the undo table space session? Okay. Undo table space. Okay, fine.
I have completed session.
Okay, great. So undo table space basically is used for storing the uncommitted values or the old values. Okay, or the old values. Why we are storing the old values or uncommitted values in undo table space? For example, a user is updating a data. That the same user who is updating the data, that user might commit or roll back the statement, right? So when the user is rollbacking, from where the old data should come back from undo table space, the old data will be coming back to the original location. And if some other user, if user A is updating something, and if user B is selecting the same data, user B will see the old data, which we already shown the practical in the SQL basics also, if you people remember. A user is selecting, one user is updating. The person who is selecting the data will get the old values only from undo table space. Understood undo table space, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Understood.
sir.
There is something called undo underscore retention also. Undo underscore retention. Okay, if you people watch the session, if people who did not watch, please watch. Very, very interesting and important session. Undo table space management. Okay, there's something called undo retention time. Who watched these sessions can tell me what is undo retention time? So what is the default value?
The time, I mean, అందులో ఓల్డ్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి దాని టైం మనం చేంజ్ చేయొచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ రిటెన్షన్ టైం.
It takes 15 minutes to roll back.
Yeah, 15 minutes, correct. But what I'm asking, can someone explain me what is undo retention time?
Undo retention time 1800 seconds. So it means 15 minutes.
I'm not asking the count, I'm not asking the value. Undo underscore retention parameter. What is undo retention? Simple. If this is an interview and if I'm asking what is undo retention, what will you tell?
So once user is committed,
very good.
so that that uncommitted data will stay in undo TBS until 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Until undo retention time. 15 minutes. Don't tell
Okay.
15 minutes. Until undo retention time. Interview till what time the old values will be there in undo table space. Even after commit also, till what time the old values will be there in undo table space? Till the time we give undo retention. For example, if undo retention is for 15 minutes, it will be for 15 minutes. If it is 30 minutes, it will be for 30 minutes. Or if the user is getting snapshot to old error, what is the error number? Who will tell me what is the error number?
0.115.
0.155. 0.155. Okay. Good. Nice. Everyone, please watch. The session will be very good actually. People who did not watch, please watch the session. Okay. So 0.155 error. 0.155 error is undo retention. Sorry, what do you say? Snapshot to old error. Means the old values are gone. Why? Because user committed and undo retention time is also completed. Now the old values are not there. So in that scenario, if we increase the undo retention time, that is the solution. Everyone understood? Whoever watched the session?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Whoever did not watch, please watch and come back if you people have any doubts. I'm open 24/7. Next, coming to the temporary table space management. How many people watch temporary table space management? Very good, nice. I did not give temporary table space management. Okay? Today I have to talk about temporary table space management and read block file management. That is only today's session. Today's session is about temporary table space management and read block file management. Now, from today, what I'm doing, I'm changing the methodology. The methodology I used to follow is, I keep asking you people questions. Okay, if someone is answering, okay, I feel like, okay, this girl or this boy, this guy is reading, or this guy is actually watching my sessions, but what about remaining people? It's not happening, right? So from today, how the technique or how the training technique is going to change is, I am going to tell the theory. I am going to listen very carefully. I am going to tell the theory. You people have to do the practical and take the screenshot and send in the group. Then I'll come to know who is doing, who is not doing. And don't worry, I'll give very, very simple. It will be very simple exercise only. I'll give you the steps also. You people don't have to worry. I'll give you the steps also. I'll give you the steps document also. It's just that you people have to understand the concept, the theory part which I'm telling, the theory part what I'm telling, you people have to understand. After theory part, you people understood the, once you complete the theory part, what you people have to do? I'll send you the practical document. You people have to open the practical document and immediately start working on the practical part. I'll see how many people will complete today's practical. So today I'm going to start about temporary table space management and readable work file management. First we'll discuss about temporary table space management. How many people are BTech guys? How many people are BTech or how many? No, don't worry about BTech or MTech or BSc, BCom. How many people did attempt the common exam? There will be one common exam. What do we say that? MSET or yeah, how many people attempted? Most of you guys attempted the MSET?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's talk in that sense then. So MSET or any competitive exam, any government competitive exams or anything it could be. Okay, how it will be?
Choose the correct answer.
Yeah, exactly. Choose the correct answer. One question. Before you start the question, there will be something called instructions page. On the first page, there will be instructions. Everyone understood what I'm talking?
Yes.
So this is a booklet. This is a question paper. This is a booklet question paper. Okay, and the last two pages will be empty pages. Everyone understood what I'm talking?
Yes, Krish.
Yes.
Yes,
If you read the instructions, what it will say is, please use a pencil and a eraser. Okay, if it is a MSET exam, for example, MPC, mathematics, right? Maths questions will be there. So there is a question here. Okay, there's a question here. You have to solve the question. Listen carefully. You have to solve. First, you have to solve the question. Then only you can choose correct answer, A or B or C. You have to choose the correct answer. When you can choose the correct answer? Only when you solve the question. Now you tell me, where will you solve the problem? And then answer.
Last page.
Empty pages.
Okay, you took a pencil, you used this space, you use this complete first page. You use the complete first page. Okay, use the complete first page. You solve the first question, and now you got the answer as B. Okay, now you have to solve the second question. Where will you solve the second question?
On the second
page.
Sorry?
Next page.
Next page. Okay, for the second question, you use the second page also. Second page you also completed. The answer is A. You got the answer as A. Next, for third question, where will you solve the third question?
We'll erase that and
erase that.
Perfect. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
The real-time example. Everyone understood what I'm talking?
Yes,
Exactly. So please be on mute, I'll tell you. Temporary table space is also like that. There's a header, there's a body. Why temporary table space is used? Just like a MSET exam rough space. So what user will do? User is giving this query, for example. What user is doing? User is doing this select star from EMP where salary greater than 30. What is this? What does this mean? Can anyone tell me? What is this syntax or what does this query SQL query means?
In that query, 30 above salary will be displayed.
So, for example, there are people, there are 300 people who are having salary more than 30. So it has to pick and display the data only those people whose salary is greater than 30. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now I'll give you one more. Select star from EMP. Order by employee ID. Now what does it mean?
It shows ascending or descending order.
Okay, wait. I'll give you this DESC. Now tell me.
It shows descending order.
For example, in the table is like this. For example, the table is like this. This is the table. There are a lot of columns, and the table starts with 1, 2, 3. Table starts with 1, 2, 3. But how do I need the output? The output should be displayed in
Descending order, last.
Descending
So
order.
what this whenever listen, whenever, what is this called? Can someone tell me? Order by, what is this called as? Okay. Now all these documents are there, right? These are the class our documents, the code DBA documents. Are these in proper order?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yes,
7. It's in proper order. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I don't want this. I want to see in a descending order. How do I do it?
Sort.
Exactly. Who's that? Who's that? Yeah,
Site.
exactly. We do a sorting. Sort by descending.
Descending.
Okay, we do a sort by descending, and it will come from 36, 35, 34, 32, 33, 31, like that. If you do a sort by ascending, then you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Understood, guys? Real time example. So
Yes.
why do we use temporary table spaces? For sorting purpose. Whenever users are giving this kind of queries, like order by ascending, order by descending, select star from EMB where employee salary greater than 30, where what do you say, like where employee ID more greater than, or where employee ID less than less than 111, or where employee ID greater than 111. Okay, so what happens is first it will take the entire table. It will take the entire table into temporary table space. It will sort here. It will sort means it will solve the problem. It will solve the problem and display the output in a descending order. For example, this is descending query, right? This query is descending. So display the output to the user in a descending order. Then it will erase this, and some other query can use this space. Understood? What is temporary table space, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling this much clarity. If you people don't respond, waste of talking. Please unmute and talk, everyone. Understood temporary table space management? Why are we using temporary table space? Temporary table space is for sorting queries. Yeah, sorting queries. For any sorting queries, it could be. For example, this query is given by user A. Some user B is giving some other select query. So this user is using the space, right? This user is using the space. Once this query is completed, showing the display output, it will erase this space. And the same space can be used by user B for second query. Same space can be used by user C, third query. Same space can be used by user D, fourth query. Just like our MCET exam. We are solving the problem. We are ticking the correct answer or checking the correct answer. And we can erase this space. We can erase the space and use the same space for second question. And then we can erase the space, use the same space for third question. Understand what I'm talking?
Yeah, Session.
Yes.
Yes, sir. No.
I believe that's it. Nothing more in temporary table space management. Okay, that's it about the temporary table space management. Now, let's talk about redo log file management. Redo log file management. Okay, so this is SGA. Okay, what is SGA? Who will tell me? What is the meaning of full form of SGA? Who will tell me? That is the problem. Here is the problem. So nobody will respond, right? That's why what I'm doing is
System
today,
global area.
yeah, system global area. From today, what I'm doing, the technique is changed now. As I told you, no, when you people don't respond, what I'll do, I'll give you the practical. Who will complete the practical? Those persons will get the job. I'll observe, right? Obviously, I'll observe the candidates. Who is doing first? Who is doing last? Or at least last or first. Forget. At least you people have to do it. When you people not responding, if you people respond, I will understand. Okay, this guy is responding. He or she is good at the subject. So I can kick him or her. I can push to the next level so that at least they'll get a job. If people don't respond, so the technique is changed now. I'll give you the practical. Whoever is doing the practical, I'll मेरे नजर में आ जाएगा. Those people will come into my eyes, or my eyes will catch them. I'm sorry, my eyes will catch them, and then I'll go according to the performance that you people give. If you don't give performance, then even if I push you hard also, no matter what, like this, right? So that is why I'll tell you the theory, you people do the practical. So who will tell me what are the components of SGA? What are the components? First component, what is this called as?
Shared pool and DBBC, database buffer cache, and redo log buffer cache.
Yes, exactly. Shared pool, DBBC, and what is there inside the shared pool? What will be there in the shared pool?
Library cache
Okay.
and data dictionary cache.
Okay, very good. Data dictionary cache. Okay. And this is DBBC. What is DBBC?
Database buffer cache.
Database for cache.
What is RLBC?
Redo log buffer
Redo
cache.
log
Buffer
cache.
cache. Now, how many redo log files we have?
2.
2.
What are they?
Redo 1A, redo 2A.
Redo 1A and redo 2A. I'll make it very simple, okay? The class, I'll make it very, very simple so that you people understand. And then I'll give you the practical. Redo 1A and redo 2A. Fine. Redo 1A and redo 2A. Which background processor is responsible for writing the data into redo log files? What is this?
Log writer.
Okay. So what is the job of log writer? Job of a log writer is whatever the change vectors, whatever the changes happening in the database, whatever the data live transactions, basically we call them as live transactions. Whatever the live transactions are there, log writer will take and write into redo 1A. Let's mark it as redo 1A. Let's mark it as redo 1A. Let's mark this as redo 2A. So log writer, whatever the changes are happening, first log writer will take those changes and writes into redo 1A. Redo 1A. Okay, it starts the transaction number which we call it as sequence or whatever, checkpoint or whatever. Transaction number starting from 1. For example, one redo log file can fill 100 transactions. One redo log file can fill 100 transactions. What happens once this redo log file is full completely? Once this redo log file is full, 100 transactions are there in one redo log file. One redo log file is there. There are 100 transactions which is written by the log writer into redo 1A.log. Once this is full, what happens? Who will tell me?
He'll change
to
redo log 2A.
Yeah, switch to redo 2A and it starts writing from here. What will be the number here? The transaction number will be
101.
101. This, listen very carefully. This switch, whenever switch happens, it starts writing from some number, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is called checkpoint. What is this called as?
Checkpoint.
Whenever any change happens, whenever switch happens, this number will be updated, right? From this is last is 100. At what number it changed? It changed at 101. Yes or no? It switched at 101.
Yes,
So this is called checkpoint change number. What is checkpoint? Okay, just remember that. That's it. The remaining everything we'll deal in later. Okay, fine. This is called checkpoint change number. Okay, fine. That's okay. It starts from 101. Now it's writing here. Right? Now it's writing here. Okay, now it's writing here. Now, what happens when redo 2A is full?
Archiver.
It,
Huh?
3A.
3A ఎక్కడ ఉంది?
no, sir, it will erase the
1A, it will switch to 1A again.
But 1A లో already 100 transactions ఉన్నాయి కదా?
అది
While
archive
writing
లోకి
into
వెళ్ళిపోతుంది.
కేవ్
A,
లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి.
Yeah, whenever there is a switch, archiver, archiver will take the backup and generate the one archive. And whenever this is completely full, it switches and it generates one more archive. Okay. Whenever this is completely full, it switches and again it generates one more archive. Okay. Whenever this is full, it switches here and again it generates one more archive. So the data is going into archives. Yes or no? The data is going into archives. Till this point, everyone clear?
Yes.
Yes, Anna.
Very good. Very good. Till this point, everyone clear. Right. Now, I'll tell you one thing. What is this? This one. What is this?
Redo 1A.
1A log file. Redo 1A dot log. It's a log file. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
What is this?
Redo 2A.
2A dot log file. Okay, fine. Every log file, listen carefully, please mute. Every log file will have status. Every log file will have status. How can we know what is the status of a log file? How can we know what is the status of log file? I'll tell you only one time, and I'll ask you people, you have to answer. Every log file, redo 1A log, 1A.log, this log file will have a status. Redo 2A.log, this log file will have a status. Every log file will have a status. Based on the status only, we will understand what is that log file doing. I repeat, based on the status of the log file only, we will understand what is the log file doing in the database. So now I'll talk about the status. How many status are there? How many status are there? First status, unused. Second status, current. Third status, active. Fourth status, inactive. There are 4 status. How many status? Status of redo log file are 4. What are they? Unused, current, active, inactive. I'll tell you unused, I'll tell you later. I'll not talk about unused now. I'll not talk about unused now. That's okay. Fine. Forget about unused. Okay. Now, everyone listening, everyone watching and listening to me carefully.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Very, very important I'm talking about. Okay. So, listen carefully. Whenever log writer is writing into the redo log file, whenever log writer is writing into the redo log file, that redo log file status will become current. Means log writer is writing. It is writing. Log writer is writing into the file. That will become current. And once this is completely full, it will switch. It will switch to redo 2A. Now it is writing into redo 2A. What will be the status of redo second redo log file?
Current.
This will become current. Then what will become the status of redo 1A? When redo 2A is current, what will be the status of redo 1A?
Active.
Exactly. What do you mean by active? Archiver is writing this into archive. Understand?
Yes.
When archive is taking entire things and writing into the archive, then only it will become active. Once archive is generated, this will become inactive.
Inactive.
Means whatever the data is backup is completed, it will become inactive. Understand the status, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Same thing goes with the second redo log file. Same thing goes with the second redo log file. Now this is current, right? This is current. For example, the second redo log file is current. What happens once it is completely full? It will switch to redo 1A. Now redo 1A will become current and this will become active. What do you mean by active? Whatever the data is there from here to here, that we have to be archived. So when archive is happening, the status will be active. Once archive is completed, the status will become inactive. Understood about the status, everyone?
Yes, Anna.
Yes, Trisha.
Now there is a questions to you people. Okay. Now there are questions. Okay. Log writer is writing into redo 1A. What will be the status of redo 1A?
Current.
Current.
Okay.
Current.
Log writer completed writing into redo 1A. Now it switch it to redo 2A. What will be the status of redo 2A?
Current.
Very good. What will be the status of redo 1A?
Active.
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 What do you mean by active?
It is
Archive is happening.
Archive file.
Archive is still happening. Archive is not completed. Archive is still happening. Then the status will be
Active.
once the archive is completed.
Inactive.
Very good. Good job. Make it make it note in your brain. Right. Very good. Status is completed, right? Okay. Now scenario. Now we'll go with the real time scenario. Listen carefully. Scenario. What is the scenario? In our office, let's take an office database only. There is one situation, a tough situation coming here. What is the tough situation? When a log switch will happen? Can anyone tell me when a log switch will happen?
When log file is full.
When?
Log file is full.
Don't tell about 1A, 2A. Whenever a log file is full,
Whenever a log.
it will
Switch to 2A.
switch to the next log file. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That is what you people know. But now I'll tell you one more thing. Interesting, very carefully. Even if it is not full also, optional, listen carefully, optional log switch will happen for every 15 to 30 minutes in the database. That's a good design of a database. I'll tell you why. First of all, you understood the statement, huh? Then I'll talk about why.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Till now, what did we know? What do we know actually? We are thinking that whenever the complete read log file is full, then only log switch will happen. Yes, that is correct only. That is correct actually. But even if it is not filling, if it is not filling also, even if it is not completely filled, redo 1A is not completely filled also, it will wait for 15 to 30 minutes. It will see whether the transactions are happening in the database or not. If nothing is happening, it will wait for 15 to 30 minutes and it will switch the log. And whatever the data from here to here is there, that will be archived. That is optional log switch. So it happens very rare in the database, but maximum time database will be keep on running and transactions keep on happening in the database, right? So automatically the log will be filled on, log will be completely full. So we don't have to worry. But understood the statement, everyone, is what I need.
Yes, Trisha, understand.
Okay, fine. So yeah, so log writer is writing into the read log. Now I'll go with the scenario. Everyone, please concentrate and listen carefully. This is a scenario based now. So what happens? What happening is in my office, in one of my database, what's happening is you people only answer. You people have to answer. There are a lot of users. There are some hundreds and bulk users are connecting to this databases. So what's happening is transactions happening here. Log writer is writing into the read log file. Log writer is writing into the read log file. This log file is getting full in half second. 30 seconds the log file is getting full. What happens when a log file is getting full? You people tell me fast.
Switch
to
next second.
And within how much time the redo 2A will be full?
1 second.
Next 30 or 1.
In 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds only the log switch is happening. So within 30 seconds this has to be archived. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Within 30 seconds this is getting switched. So within the next 30 seconds this has to be archived. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you understand? So for every 30 seconds, one archive is getting generated. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this a good design of a database?
No.
No, right? If you ask
No,
me,
no.
I'll say no. Okay. Then now we have to jump into the reasons. Think, you people logically think, what could be the reasons? Why this redo log file is completely getting full very fast? It's
Minimum
filling.
size. Minimum size.
Perfect. Perfect. Size. How much size we gave for one redo log file?
50 MB.
100.
50 MB.
50 MB. We gave 50 MB.
50
50 MB. 50 MB. We gave 50 MB. 50 MB. So this 50 MB redo log file is getting full in 30 seconds, which is not correct. For every 30 seconds, archives are getting generated. We can't afford the space. Archives are stored in a storage in one mount point called /prod or /something. That will be getting full if the archives are using more space. We cannot afford that. So that's not a good design of a database. For every 30 seconds, log switch is happening. So for every 30 seconds, this is getting full very fast because the size is 50 MB only. It is getting full in size is 50 MB. It is getting full in 30 seconds. Okay. And the other reason also, rate of transactions. We call it as rate of transactions. The rate of transactions are very high. Means there are some millions and millions of transactions are happening for every 1 minute. In 1 minute, there are million transactions happening. 1 million transactions. In that sense, in that scenario, we don't have a proper size. We don't have a proper size to handle the transactions. Redo log file size is very less. 50 MB is not sufficient. 50 MB is not sufficient because it is getting filled in very less time, 30 seconds, which we cannot afford. When it is getting filled in 30 seconds, within next 30 seconds, archive is getting generated. Every 30 seconds, archive is getting generated. No, that's not a good design of a database. So what is the solution? Now, what did you do? I gave you a scenario. First, we talk about the scenario that it is getting filled in 30 seconds. Now, then we jump into the reason. First, we have going to the scenario. Then we jump into the reason why it is getting filled for every 30 seconds. Because of the size issue. Size is not sufficient. Now, what is the solution? Now, we know the reason, right? Now, what is the solution? You tell me.
Increase the size.
Have to
Increase the
increase the size.
We need to resize the log file.
Resize.
Yeah, tell me. How many?
Resize the log file.
I'm looking at. I'm
Increase
looking
the
at
log
one
file.
by one. Okay.
Increase the size of the log file.
Increase the size.
Sorry. That?
Increase the size of the log file.
Auto exchange.
No. Wait. Everyone talking, na? 1 second. How many people did not speak? I'm actually looking at unmute buttons. They're not. They're still muted. I don't want to mention the names. Okay. Now you people tell me what is the solution? Size 50 MB is not sufficient. Then what is the solution?
Increase the log file
We
size.
should increase the size.
We need to resize it.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Mute everyone. Mute everyone. Very interesting. But I like the answers. At least you people. Yeah. Can someone please take the initiative and read this, please? Someone take the initiative.
There is no method to resize a redo log file group, but we can add another redo log group and members to existing group.
What did you understand? I think everyone understands the English.
We should not resize the redo file.
resize.
It's not. We should
cannot
not.
resize.
We cannot. There is no
We
option.
cannot.
Oracle did not give. Oracle did not give. Oracle did not give an option to resize or auto extend or something like the data file. We can resize the data file, but not the redo log file. Once you fix a size to the redo log file, that's fixed. Fixed. That's it. If it is 50 MB, fixed. That's it.
50 MB.
there is no option to resize the redo log file. But what we can do, you know, what is the solution? You know,
Can add
Another group. Can add the
Add another.
redo log.
file.
I'll tell you. What we can do, you know, at this point of time, what we can do is add one more with 100 MB. Understand what I'm talking?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Add two more with 100 MB. This was 50-50, right?
50.
Redo 1A was 50, redo 2A was 50. Now this is 3A, redo 3A. This is 4A. This is 4A. Listen. Okay. Add redo 3A with 100 MB. Add redo 4A with 100 MB. Now, what is the status of redo 3A and 4A? Can anyone tell me?
Unused.
Unused.
Yeah, unused. They're unused. Okay. When they will become used, you know. Now you people tell me. Now you people have to answer, please. Log writer is writing into redo 1A. What is the status of redo 1A?
Current.
Very good.
Current.
Now once this completely full, then what happens?
It switch to A will become current.
It will switch to
Log
2A. It will switch to 2A. Now it is writing into 2A. What will be the status of 2A?
current.
Current. What will be the status of
Active.
Active.
okay? What do you mean by active?
It is
Archive is
Active.
happening.
Archive is happening. It is not yet completed. Once the archive is completed, what will be the status of
Inactive.
Inactive.
inactive? Means redo 1A is inactive now. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now redo 2A is completely full. What will happen now?
Switch to
Switch to 3.
switch to 3A log.
Answers. Now tell me what happens. Redo 2A is completely full. What happens?
Switch
Switch
to
to
log
3A.
3A.
Exactly. It's switch to redo 3A. Now what is the status of redo 3A?
Current.
Now it will
Current.
become current. Now it will become current. What is the status of redo 2A?
Active.
Active. Okay, very good. What do you mean by active?
When
Archive.
Archive is getting
is
generated. Once archive is completed, then what is the status?
Inactive.
Inactive. Okay, fine. Inactive. Now what is the status of redo 3A?
Current.
Current. Once this is completely full, where it will switch?
4A.
Switch to 4A. What will the status of 4A?
Active.
Current.
Current.
Current. What will the status of 3A?
Active.
Active means again
Archive.
Archive is happening.
Once the archive is completed, what will be the status of 3A?
Inactive.
Inactive.
Okay, that's okay. Now let's keep it active only for some time. Let's keep it active. Now you people tell me what is the status of now current stage. In this stage, what is the status of redo 1A?
Unused.
Unused.
No.
Inactive.
Inactive.
What is the status of redo 2A?
Inactive.
Inactive.
What is the status of redo 3A?
Active.
Active. What is the status of redo 4A?
Current.
Current.
I repeat again. Status of redo 1A is inactive. Yes.
Yes.
Inactive. Yes.
Status of redo 2A is inactive. Yes.
Yes.
Status of redo 3A is active. Yes.
Yes.
Status of redo 4A is current. Yes.
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 What is the size of redo 1A and 2A?
50 MB.
50
What is the size of redo 3A and 4A?
100 MB.
100 MB, 100 MB, right? We cannot resize, but we can add two more log files. Yes.
Yes.
We have added. Now, what is the status of redo 1A and 2A?
Inactive.
Inactive, whether?
Yes.
Whatever the data is there, that is already archived, right?
Yes.
Now this inactive means redo 1A and 2A is empty. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Then drop the redo log files. Simple. That is the solution.
Okay.
Okay. So when redo log files are empty, so we can drop the two log files, right?
Obviously. When they become inactive.
So when it is inactive, we can drop it.
Obviously. When it is active, you cannot drop. What is active? Active means still archive is happening. You cannot drop. Current. What is current? Means log writer is writing. You cannot drop. Once archive is completed, the log file is empty. Right?
Yes.
Means inactive. You can drop. Now, once we drop, what happens? We have only two redo log groups, 3A, 4A with the size 100 MB, 100 MB. That is the solution. Not resizing. We cannot resize, but we can add two more redo log groups and drop the old groups when they become inactive. Understand the practical, the theory part?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Shashan.
Yes, Anna.
Now I have one more last and final thing. Be patient. Okay, now that is one practical which you people have to do. One practical. What you have to do? You have to add two redo log groups, and then drop the old groups once they are inactive. Okay, two redo log groups with 100 MB, 100 MB. We have 50-50, right? You have to add with 100 MB, 100 MB, and once 1A and 2A is completely full, you drop the old ones. That is one exercise. Second exercise. Listen carefully. I'm talking about. One second. The last point which I will discuss in the redo log file management will close the session for the day. This group 1. Have group 2. Right. Okay, right. See, group 1. How many log files are there?
One.
Log.
When I am talking about log file, you have to talk about redo 1a.log. Tell that.
Redo 1a.log.
Okay. How many? What is this? Group 2. Group 2 is having how many log files?
Redo
2a.log.
Okay. So what is a group? First I'll tell you. What is a group? Group is nothing but collection of members. This is called member. Redo 1a.log is a member. Redo 2a.log is a member. Understood everyone? What I'm talking?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
First group is having one member. Redo 1a.log. Second group is having one member. Redo 2a.log. This is members. Understood this concept?
Yes.
So group is nothing but collection of members. So redo group 1 is having 1a.log. Group 2 is having 2a.log. Understood everyone?
Yes.
Everyone understood, right? Yes?
Yes, Shashan.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll tell you a scenario. People who don't have the background noise only, please answer. Because I told you the class rules very strictly, like sit in a room just for 1 hour. I'm telling you people. 1.5 hours. Sit in a room where you don't have any background noise. Concentrate very, carefully. Learn. Enjoy your career. Enjoy learning. Okay. Who's that? I'll remove this. People are muting. Okay, fine. Let's come back. Come back to the normal mode again. So yeah. So group 1 is having one member, 1a.log. Group 2 is having another member, redo 2a.log. So these are called members. Now I'll give you a scenario. Scenario is, listen very carefully and unmute and answer. Listen very carefully. Now everyone can unmute and answer. Okay. Redo log writer is writing into redo 1a.log. Means whatever the live transactions happening in the database are being written into redo 1a.log. Log writer is writing into redo 1a.log. What is the status of redo 1a?
Current.
Very good. Correct. Redo 1a.log, it started writing from first transaction. Now it is writing till now it is at some 75th transaction. Now it has at 75th transaction. What is the status of redo 1a.log?
Current.
Now it is at 76th transaction. Now it is writing 76th transaction. What is the status of redo 1a.log?
Current.
Now I have one more question. Do we have the backup of these 76 transactions?
Yes.
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 Where?
Archive.
Where?
No.
What is the status?
Current state.
Current.
No, we don't have backup.
Still, only if 100 transactions are completed, then only it will be switched.
Yeah.
Then this 100 transactions can be archived. But It is now it is at 76th transaction. 76th transaction. Do we have backup of the 76 transactions?
No.
No.
You're sleeping and talking, no. Hey, come on. I understood what I'm talking. You people
Yes,
understood
sir.
the question.
Yes,
You people
sir.
understood the
Yes,
question,
sir.
right?
Yes.
Fine. That's okay. So now I'm asking you the same question again. Do we have backup for this 76 transactions?
No.
No, sir.
No, we don't have.
No, we
We
don't have.
don't have, right? So when log writer is writing into this redo log file, the status is current, and for example, there are 76 transactions which are there in redo one year.log. At this point of time, this is scenario. Next, I'll give you the reason. Next, we'll go with the solution again. This scenario. At this point of time, if we lost this redo log file, then what happens?
We'll lose the data.
Will there be data loss? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Total.
Come on, tell me, guys.
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
yes.
there will be data loss.
There will be data loss, right? How much data is lost?
76.
76 transactions are lost. Isn't it cost effective? Isn't it so much cost to the company? I mean,
Yes,
to say,
of
like,
course.
Yes.
data is pretty much cost to the company. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Will a customer agree that, hey, I don't see my transaction in my statement, man? Will bank agree that, no, I don't know what happened? Will bank say like that?
No,
No.
sir.
Even if bank says that like that, customer will agree. Hey, I'm not able to see that 1 crore rupee transaction that is transferred from one bank, my bank to my friend's bank. I have transferred 1 crore of rupees. The transaction is missing. Will someone agree?
No, sir.
No.
So isn't it a minute data loss is also very costly?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Meaning even one single transaction is also lost. That is very costly.
Yes.
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 So this is the scenario. Log writer is writing all the live transactions into redo log file. Okay, log writer is writing the live transactions into redo log file. It is not completely full. When it is completely full, that's okay. It will be switched and the backup is there. We can restore from the backup. But it is not at a completely full. The status is still current. It is at the 76th transaction, and we lost the redo log file. We lost redo one year.log. First, I'll tell you the reason why, in which scenarios this might happen. If you want to drop this redo log file, can we drop this redo log file?
No.
No,
I'm talking, guys. Come on. No, we cannot drop because this is current. Okay.
Yes.
So we cannot drop. A DBA cannot drop because that is current. Even Oracle will not allow you. Even if you say drop log file, something like that, it will not allow you because it is current. The status is current. Then how it can happen? How it can happen is not in the database level, but in the OS level. Where you have this redo log file. Inside /prod/ICACA/Oradata. Inside Oradata, we have redo one year.log and redo 2 year.log. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
You can do RM, remove RM, redo one year.log. It will be removed. So in the database level, we cannot drop, but in the OS level, Linux level, you can RM, remove the log file. So by mistakenly, someone can remove this, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
This scenario might happen. This real-time scenario might happen. Yes or no?
Yes.
If someone not from the database team, someone from the Unix team. Unix means Linux team.
Fine.
Instead of removing one file, they would have removed the redo log file, which is so costly now. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason. Now, what is the solution? Who will tell me the solution? Who will tell me the solution? Because this is something live. because this is something called live transactions, which we don't even have a backup at all. Yeah, tell me solution.
If it is
Record.
possible, we can archive.
That's why I'm telling you. How can we archive? Either by doing before, no, I'll tell you what. 76th transaction దగ్గర ఉంది. మీ 6th sense కి ఒక 1 hour ముందు చెప్తుందా Linux admin వచ్చి ఈ ఫైల్ రిమూవ్ చేస్తాడు, సో ప్లీజ్ ఆర్కైవ్ ఇట్ అని చెప్పేసి యూ విల్ డూ alter system switch log file manually. You know who will come and remove that?
No.
How will you archive them? It should automatically archive when that is completely full. But it is not completely full. It is at the 76th transaction. We lost the file. What is the solution? How to bring the data back?
Duplication.
Who's that?
Shailaja sir.
కొంచెం దగ్గరకు వచ్చారు. You are very near. Very near. And duplication is the correct word, but duplication is the meaning is okay, but not the correct word. Word is something different. Okay. Anyways, I'll tell you the answer. The answer is mirroring. The answer is mirroring. Okay. So what we can do is, this is redo 1a.log. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
In group 1, how many members are there?
Redo 1a.log.
Redo 1a.log. So add redo 1b.log. Add 1b. Redo 1b. What is redo 1b? Exact replica, the copy of mirror of redo 1a. Please do not keep both in one location. Please don't keep both in one location. Keep this in prod/dbname/server data. Keep this in some other location in /u01/ something like that. So what happens, even if this 1a, the original file is lost, we have the mirror file. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The same way for 2a, we will add 2b. So if 2a, the original file is lost, we have the mirror file. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, please, sir.
So that is why what we will do is, we will have at least we'll have at least 2 members in one group. That's why we will keep at least 2 members in one group. 1a, 1b, 2a, 2b. So what happens is, if 1a data, whatever the 1a data is there, that will be there in 1b also. Exactly nothing but when logwriter when writing into redo 1a, it will also parallelly write into redo 1b also. Understand what I'm talking?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So it is nothing but it is maintaining 2 copies, Abba. It is maintaining 2 copies in 2 different locations. One copy in /prod, one copy in /u01 or u02, something like that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but adding a member to the existing group. So that is the solution. So by this, what we can do? We can eliminate 0.000 not percentage of data loss also. Not data will not be lost in the database. That's it about the redo log file management. Thank you everyone for joining this lecture. Jai Hind. I'll give you the practical. Now coming to the practical, first I'll explain you, then you people do it. How to add groups with more sizes. First, create redo log group 3 and 4 with 100 MB each. This is the command. Alter database add log file group 3. Alter database add log file group 4. Then drop the redo log files, group 1 and group 2, when the status become inactive. How do you check the status? By this command. Okay. By this command. Always you check this command. It will give you the status of redo 1a, redo 2a, redo 3a, redo 4a. If redo 1a and redo 2a are not becoming inactive, you do manual log switch. You only do manual log switch. First, what you do? You add group 3, add group 4, check the status. Okay, add group 3, group 4, check the status. Now you will get the status of group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Yes, what will be the status? Group 1 current, group 2 active, group 3 unused, group 4 unused. Now what you do is, you don't wait till automatic log switch happens. You manually log switch, alter system switch log file. Check the status. group 1 is becoming inactive or not. No. Again do a log switch. Check the status. Group 1 is becoming inactive. No. Again do a log switch. Check the status. Group 1 will become inactive. Yes. Group 1 is becoming inactive. Again do a log switch. Check the status. Group 2 is becoming inactive. Then when both are inactive, drop the groups. Alter database drop log file group 1. Alter database drop log file group 2. That is a drop. And after you drop in the database level, you have to drop at the OS level also. Go to prod database name Aura data and RM. Remove 1A, remove 2A. That is about adding and removing the files. Now, how to add members to the existing means mirroring. Already redo 3A is there. You have to add redo 3B. How to add? Alter database, add log file member redo 3B to group 3. If you want to drop the member, this is the drop. So this is the practical document. I think you people are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Clear.
I give you the document. Who will actually complete this document and send the screenshots of group 3 and group 4? How many people will create group 3 and group 4? How many people will do a drop? How many people will add 3B to 3A, member 3B to 3A? I will check. I'll make a note of it. I'll actually make a note of that particular person's name and everything. I'll register in my mind and I'll act accordingly to the next classes. Meaning next career wise I'm talking about, right? So thank you so much. We have 3-4 minutes. There's a Q&A session. I can start the Q&A session now. Please start asking questions if you people have any questions. Before that, how was the session, guys? Crystal clear? Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It was good, bad, excellent. How was the session? Able to understand?
Good, sir. Excellent. Yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
Able to understand it.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Fine. Great. Thank you. So now question and answer started. You people can start asking questions. If you have any, I have 5 minutes. 3:20 is the time. I have till 5 minutes. I'll be waiting for 3:25. Okay. Other than that, I have nothing to share on this session. Thank you so much for joining this lecture. Now you people can start asking questions. Feel free to answer.